everyone, welcome back. So I wanted to make a quick video just like updating about like my vitiligo, how I've been feeling, different emotions I've been going through lately because I've kind of been a little more brave with not wearing makeup. So yeah, this video is just going to be like a little random vitiligo experience as I keep living with vitiligo video. So if you're interested in learning more about my life, daily experiences, and different types of experiences on a day-to-day basis, then please keep watching. I think I need something on my lips. Every time I wear like really quick chill makeup, I usually use one of these L'Oreal Glossy Bombs. I have like every color but like two. I really like this one, Lovely Mocha. I got it in one of my Walmart boxes. It's like the most comfortable lip product. I don't need a mirror. It's so easy. It has color and it feels so comfortable. So these are like bomb. So where do I want to go with this? I should probably jot down what I want to talk about, right? Let me do that so I'm not like all over the place as I usually am in my videos. Okay, so I made a list so I can be more organized with my cute little pen from Ecuador. I got this when I was in Chor de Lake in Ecuador. It's so cute. It's like this little doll and it's a pen. I don't know, it's so cute. But yeah, here's my list. So let's start with number one, my vitiligo spots. Usually I do these videos with no makeup on so I can like show you and point to like any updates, any changes on my spots or anything going on my face. But I was just running some errands, and usually when I do run errands I just put on really quick makeup and I don't want to take it off to film, you know, it's already on, so let's just keep it going. So like I said, I wanted to update on my vitiligo spots. Everything's pretty much the same. I've just noticed since it's still hot in Florida, literally is still summer, there is no sign of fall in Florida at all. I just noticed that this area right here, this is where my vitiligo originally started. It is very hard to conceal. Like I feel like I'm always having to conceal over and over again, like just the outer edges like gets so hard, so it's just been really annoying. Because I sweat mostly from like my head, I always lose color and coverage right in this part right here, and again this part over here on the outer area of this spot. It's really hard. Like I always have to pack on the makeup. Sometimes I pack on too much or it's a little too dark when I'm mixing it, so I feel like you can see like the line between the color of my foundation and the Estee Lauder products. So I just feel like those have just continuously been like headaches for me because of the weather. It's just hot. I have to pack on. Sometimes I'm like sweating, sometimes it moves, sometimes I just feel like you can see it throughout the day. So I've just been having issues with that. I blame it on the weather because with, you know, it being hot and humid, like you sweat, you're on the go, like there's moisture, like there's humidity, like your makeup, like yes, it could be waterproof all at once, but it's still going to move and transfer. So that's just been like something really noticeable to me that I've been noticing about my makeup and my spots. I don't feel like anything has grown or reduced or anything. I don't take any medication. I don't do any topicals. I just literally just let my vitiligo live. I do avoid the sun to get any more pigmentation because the sun actually affects me. Some people say the sun helps them. The sun affects me, so I don't really go out in the sun. No beach, no pool, none of that. I think I've said this in a previous video. I do have white hairs on the beginning of this eyebrow, only this eyebrow, because I have like vitiligo right over this whole part of my eye, so it just takes effect in the hair growth. It grows white now in this area. I just always pluck them. Because I do pluck those hairs, I do have a lot less hair. Like I have more of a bald spot, so I always have to fill this area in a lot more. I just always have that issue with my eyebrows. I feel like they don't start the same, but I try to make it work and I don't feel like it looks that bad. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, but like they say, brows are not sisters, they're cousins, so I'm good on that. Anyways, so I have noticed though that I have grown 2 white hairs on my lashes, like the most smallest little eyelash hairs right in the inner corner of your eye that like you can hardly ever get mascara on or reach. Like those are just so small. I have 2 white hairs. At first I thought it was like eye crust, or I thought it was just like the way the light was hitting my hair, but as I kept looking closer and closer and closer, there literally are 2 new white hairs on my eyelashes, which caught me by surprise because I was like, wow, like there is growth. So I haven't had any growth on my face, but on my face. I haven't had any new spots on my face, but I have had 2 new white hairs on my lashes. So that is pretty new, really surprising. But hey, I mean, I wear mascara all the time, so if it keeps spreading more white on my lashes, I always wear mascara, so it's okay. And I mean, what am I gonna do about my lashes? Like, at least I still, have hair on my lashes, and mascara will help them. And if I don't wear mascara, I always wear mascara. Like, even if I don't wear makeup, I always wear mascara. So it's not an issue for me. So if they all turn white, what am I gonna do? Literally, vitiligo, you can't control it. There's no way you can stop it. So it is what it is. So yeah, I just wanted to talk to you about that. So I recently went on vacation about 3 weeks ago. I went to New Jersey, and I ended up staying like the first 2-3 days at my friend's aunt's house. And I don't think she knew about my vitiligo because I mean, I know her, but not to an extent to like, tell her about my vitiligo. I keep my vitiligo pretty private unless it is on YouTube, and unless people run into it on YouTube, obviously it's more public. But when it comes to like personal people in my life, or just family, or like friends, like new people, anyone that's newer, is not close to me, doesn't really know unless they know about my YouTube channel. So I don't think she knew. Her daughter knew, which is my friend's cousin, but I don't know if she's ever discussed that with her mom. I highly doubt it. But anyways, the point of it is I just felt really uncomfortable. It's something I always think about, like when I'm on vacation, when I'm staying at someone's house and there's more people that I don't really know, or I do know but they don't know about like my situation. I make it a big deal. A lot of people make it a big deal. It's pretty normal. I've heard it a lot. But yeah, I was kind of just avoiding taking off my makeup. I would wait until she would go to sleep, grab my wipes, wash my face in the sink, clean it off with towels, and I was sleeping like on the couch. So I had like my face facing the couch. I wasn't facing outwards like to the living room. I faced my face towards the couch. It's something I always do. It's just like second nature to me. It's just how I am. It's just how I protect myself. That's why I wanted to like get on here and do this video, because I feel like other people might do the same thing. As soon as that happened, I was like, I have to make a video on this, because it just like, it still happens. Like, it still is something that really, really bugs me. I just went through those extremes so no one would see my makeup. Now in the morning, when she was getting ready, I heard her, because I'm a very, very light sleeper. I would hear her, getting ready, making breakfast, doing her normal routine as she was going to work, and I just kind of pretended to be sleeping, made sure my face was like fully like in there. I'm sleeping, my face is not showing, like I go the whole 9 yards to not be seen without makeup when I'm not sure or I'm not comfortable with that person. She's a great lady, but it doesn't matter how good of a person you are, I am still really shy about my vitiligo, and it still gives me like a lot of anxiety, and I just get really uncomfortable. So yeah, I did all that. She went to work. Like as soon as she left, I heard her leave. Then I woke up, took a shower again, and then did my makeup and went about my day. So she never saw me without makeup. Now the next night, more people came because we were getting together for a bachelorette weekend, and more people were coming in because we were in New Jersey. More people from Florida were coming in. So now as people from Florida were coming in, obviously the night came again. We were all together. I had to, take a shower, go to sleep, put on pajamas, whatever. You take off your makeup, go to bed, whatever. Normal routine. But for me, again, I am around more people. I'm still around the aunt. The girls that were there already know about my makeup, but I haven't been without makeup in front of 2 of the girls. I know them very well, but I have never been in front of them without makeup. They know about my YouTube channel, they know about my Instagram, they follow my Instagram, they know everything about me having vitiligo, but I've never experienced them face to face. It's a big deal to me, as I'm sure it is to other people, because it's like, oh yeah, it's real. Like, it's not just, I feel like it becomes so much more personal when you're face to face with someone versus them like seeing your pictures or videos. It just makes it all a little more, again, high anxiety, like, it's just, the feelings are just so like overwhelming. You kind of just don't, I don't know how to act, and it really is an uncomfortable feeling. So I kind of like took off my makeup and I was kind of embarrassed. I always do the towel over my hair, so it's like I'm drying my hair but I'm also covering my face at the same time. I do all these things, like, I promise you, like, the littlest things you would never think about as a person who does not have vitiligo, like, is a huge deal to people like us. Even if, I don't know if everyone does it, but I know I do it. Like, my friend was like, why are you sitting over there? Like, come sit over here with us. And I was like, your aunt doesn't know about, you know, my vitiligo. I feel kind of uncomfortable. And her aunt was like, what are you talking about? Oh my God, like, you're in family, like, don't worry about it, don't be shy. Of course, it's like the normal reaction from everybody. I've never, again, had a negative experience. It's all me. It's all me, it's all me, how I build it up, and at the end, it's always a good reaction. I don't know why I let it go that far, but honestly, it's just years and years and years of being so scared for anyone to see my face. So come the next day, a friend of the cousin comes in town to visit her because she was in town from Florida. And again, she doesn't know anything about my vitiligo, and I hear her and I'm just like in my head like, shit, like, one more person, I'm on the couch, I have to get to the bathroom, she's gonna see me, this sucks. So then there's another knock on the door, and it was the aunt's son, older son, who came in town again because everyone is in town. It was the mom's birthday that night. Everyone was just coming in. We all just crashed there. It was like really, really cool. So the older son comes, and then he thinks I'm his sister sleeping on the couch, and he starts talking to me, and he's like, oh, you took my spot. And I was like, oh my God, like, I don't even know this guy. Like, I'm here without makeup. I get even more high anxiety, more nervous, more self-conscious when it comes to guys and my vitiligo. It doesn't matter who he is, I will get 100% shy because I don't know. I feel like men have different reactions to the whole vitiligo thing versus women. Women are more endearing, they're more caring, they're more understanding, they're more like, wow, it doesn't matter, like, you wear makeup really well, like, you do so good, like, oh my God, you're an artist, blah blah blah, etc, etc. Women just always have this natural, like, normal reaction versus men, I feel like, are kind of like, whoa, you know, like, that's huge, like, you really are like masking yourself. I don't know, that's what I think. So the fact that he was just there and then he realized I wasn't his sister, he kind of went away. Then I kind of slipped, went into the bathroom, grabbed my stuff, started putting on my makeup, and then just finished the rest outside. It was just like, my anxiety that whole weekend was at an all-time high because it was just so many things every single day, every single night that were happening that I was just literally making a huge deal over, which I shouldn't have, but it's just so natural for me to act in this way that I literally had just such an intense weekend. Like, I just emotionally, mentally, physically, I just was a hot mess, and I had to act like everything was fine and keep going with what I was doing because I was putting on this like bachelorette weekend, and it was just so hard on me. Like, it really was. It took a toll on me, like, because it was just so much at once. Like, I literally wanted to like run away at so many points because it was just too much. But I kept it together, I kept it going because, you know, most of the girls knew and they never make any deal. No one ever asked me anything, but I'm always in the back of my head, like, just worried about someone just looking at me the wrong way. So yeah, that was that weekend. It was, oh my God, it was so intense, physically, mentally, like, it was just so hard for me. But I'm so happy I got over with and, you know, I got it together. But yeah, to this day, like, even talking about it, I can still remember feeling so anxious, like so anxious. I just can't describe. It was literally off the charts how I felt. But yeah, that happened. Like that's why I wanted to again talk about this, because this is stuff that is still happening. I'm 27 years old. I'm on YouTube. I'm very fully comfortable with, you know, not being with makeup and telling people I have vitiligo. The moment I have to actually show them is when all these feelings just come like rushing and taking over and just putting me at a place where I'm not comfortable. So yeah, that happened. So this past weekend was my friend's bridal shower, and I knew we were all gonna be staying at the hotel for the night, the whole bridal party that I'm comfortable with, not wearing makeup. So that was never even on my mind, crossed my mind, nothing at all. So come that night after the whole bridal shower, we decided to go out. I had a little bit too much to drink. I got a little out of hand, and on the way back home, I ended up just like passing out. I was just beyond, you know, normal. So I just went to sleep, woke up in the morning, knew we had to check out, and I was just completely sick. Like it's just been so stressful that I kind of just kept drinking. When I woke up, being that I was so sick, I just had no energy. I just couldn't even focus. I just wanted to sleep. I don't know how I got energy to, you know, clean up the place because we had decorated. I had to pack my bags, pack the stuff. We had food. There's just a lot to do, and I was just in no state of mind to do anything. And the last thing on my mind was to wear makeup. I just could not do it. I had no energy. I just could not picture myself sitting and applying makeup and trying to conceal, because I just was so out of it. So I ended up not wearing makeup. The breakfast guy comes, I'm not wearing makeup. I'm just like, I never do this, and I was just so fine with it. So it comes to checking out. The place we were at is actually where my friend works, and I was like, oh my god, like his coworkers are gonna see me without makeup, but I didn't care. I just did not care. I don't know if I was still like under the influence of alcohol, but I just didn't care, and I was fine with it. The anxiety wasn't there, the pressure wasn't there, the thoughts weren't there, the uncomfortable feelings was not there. Once we started getting close to the front desk, that's when it finally like hit me, like, oh my god, like you're running around this place with no makeup on. You never do this, especially in a public place like this, like a hotel, a really nice hotel at that. There's so many people coming in and out, and you're just like walking like this is nothing for you. And I was so proud of myself in that moment, until that moment where I kind of realized, and I had to kind of prep myself. I kind of took a deep breath, and I just went in, checked out, told her thank you, everything's great, here's the key, smiled, made everything really quickly. I tend to do that really quickly. I don't make too much eye contact when I'm not wearing makeup, especially when it comes to strangers. And yeah, I went about my way, went to my car. I actually had to run back in to leave a tip for housekeeping, and I did that without makeup. Like I just did everything without makeup, like I was wearing makeup, and it was so mind-blowing. Like I came home like so overwhelmed, like wow, like you just did something you've never done before, and it's such a huge deal. Like, and it's crazy because like all your friends around you, like it's nothing to them, but to you, you're over here feeling all these sorts of emotions, and like my mind was just like blowing up, and like wow, like I'm so surprised, Tracy. Like that is all I was thinking about as I was packing, as I was moving, as I was walking. Like it was just so surreal that I was just literally without makeup. It's a huge deal for me. Again, these little things are so disproportionate when it comes to these situations for myself with vitiligo. So yeah, that was this past weekend, and it just really surprised me. I just couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it, and yeah, I was proud of myself. So that was a lot different than, you know, being at someone's house, but in public I kind of did it, I guess because I didn't know the people. I don't know what the change was. I'm sure it was because I was a little, you know, hungover. So I think that helped, but I would like to get to that point without being under the influence, obviously. But I thought that was pretty brave of me because I knew what I was doing. I was, I was sober when I was doing it, but it was just a crazy feeling. Like, both feelings were so explosive. At one point I did tell my friend Michelle, I was like, oh my god, I'm getting a little nervous. Like, as we were approaching the front desk, I was like, I'm not wearing makeup, like I never do this, like this never happens. I was like, I can't believe this. And she's like, oh my god, don't worry about it, you look great, like don't even think about that, it's okay. And I was just like, yeah, it is okay. And then that's when I went up. But that's when I was getting, like, I had to voice it because that's when it was the most like intense. Like, it was kind of like a little breaking point, like, oh my god, this is happening. So I did voice it at one point. So yeah, that was that weekend. I'm still all over the place with emotions. I get good feelings, I'm comfortable, then I have high anxiety, then I'm uncomfortable. It's just a roller coaster of emotions, literally. And so I don't know, I guess just bear with me if I'm a little like apprehensive, or if I'm a little like uptight or upset. If you know me in person and I'm in these situations, just kind of sit back and think about me in the moment, because you're over here walking out with no makeup, it's nothing to you, like whatever, who cares. But I'm over here walking out without makeup. I have vitiligo, you don't have vitiligo, I feel some type of way. That is just what's been happening lately. I just kind of wanted to update you guys, and this is pretty relatable with other people. Like, I know I talk to so many girls on Snapchat or YouTube or Instagram, and they're like, I wore shorts today for the first time at the park. I never wear shorts. Or I took off my shirt and I was, in just a regular t-shirt. I never do that because they might have vitiligo on their arms or on their legs, on their hands, feet, whatever. So when they tell me these things, like, I know we share that same feeling. I know in that moment I feel what she feels. Like, it's this liberating yet so full of anxiety and emotion of like taking your shirt off, or taking your sweater off, or taking a flannel off, or shorts. There's just so much that goes into it that people who don't have vitiligo don't even think about, and you don't even know to think about that because you've never thought about it. Whereas us, we're like making big deals of wearing shorts, or wearing short sleeves, or wearing a dress, or wearing sandals, you know what I mean? Like, there's just so much to think about. So if you know someone who has vitiligo, just kind of don't not only think about yourself, but think about them and try to comfort them, because sometimes we need that, because we're literally dying inside. Like, you just explode with emotion, and you kind of just feel alone at the moment because no one around you knows how to relate, because usually no one around you has vitiligo but yourself. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that, and hopefully you guys are getting better with working on not wearing makeup, or wearing short sleeves or shorts, and it's just an improvement on the day-to-day basis, because I feel like that is what I've been dealing with as I get older. It's just happening a lot more quicker and a lot more recent in my life. I kind of just take baby steps, but this whole month has just been like a whirlwind of emotions and high anxiety and just a lot of feeling. So yeah, that was my update. That is a little update about my skin, my vitiligo, my experiences, and I hope you guys found this interesting or can relate. That's why I wanted to share it. Keep pushing forward. It is really hard, especially for us with vitiligo. Just keep pushing. Once you reach that point of like high anxiety, high like stress, high like emotional, physical, mental feeling, just like take a breather. You can do it. Nothing bad is gonna happen, but us being our own worst enemy. So I hope you guys can relate. I hope you guys get some sort of like strength with this, because as I get older, as time passes, it's just kind of gonna happen. And I don't want you to seclude yourself or hide or feel like upset or cry. Luckily, I've passed that stage where I like let it out and I cry. I kind of now just like kind of spaz out in a sense of like, I need a break. Like, I don't want to be around anyone. I just need to like recollect myself. But I know some people do get emotional and cry, and it is just so much so many intense feelings all at once that it's hard. It happens. You just cry. So just keep working towards, you know, getting there. It's baby steps. I promise you, none of this happened when I was younger. It's just been happening as I get older because I'm more comfortable. I'm getting more comfortable in my skin. It's a lot easier as I'm doing this on YouTube and Instagram and Snapchat. It's just been helping me immensely. You guys literally give me so much strength and energy and like so much more confidence, and like I couldn't do this without you guys. And I just want you to know that we're human, this happens, and I'm 27, like it's still happening to me. So like, I believe in you, and I believe in myself that I can let this whole process be a lot easier in time. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.